Hello, my friends. Good evening. It's Monday, little Mindset Monday. So, I thought it would be a good time to talk about boxing up your feelings. What does that mean? We've talked a lot about creating new thoughts, kind of owning your feelings, the CTFAR, so the circumstance, thought, feeling, action, result. I'm trying to make it so that the sun is not right there. Let's go this way. How about that? I want to give you another analogy to think about when you're thinking about your feelings and your thoughts, especially these days when there's all the feels, right? All the feels and all the thoughts contributing to all the feels. So many of you probably decorate for Christmas or 4th of July or favorite holiday. Or maybe you do things like you box up, if you have kids, you box up kids' clothes in between seasons. Or maybe you do things like me and I have a special birthday plate that I pull out for my kids' birthdays or my spouse's birthday, and maybe I make pancakes and put it on there, but I box it back up in between birthdays so it's not just in our regular stuff. So that's kind of the concept of boxing things up. Now, I want you to apply that same concept to your thoughts that are not serving you in this current era, right? We've talked a lot about where you're going, how to envision what that person, so the Stephanie of the future, how is she responding today to get to that future goal? I think an ant just bit me. I'm not going to have a feeling about that. Circumstance is neutral. So when you're talking about your thoughts and you find those thoughts that keep going through your head over and over and over again, those habitual thoughts, and what do we know about thoughts that we think over and over again? They become beliefs. So one could argue those beliefs that you have that are not serving you, maybe a belief could be, or that thought could be something like, I will never get fit, okay? Circumstances, maybe I need, I'm X pounds, or I have X level of energy. That's the circumstance, that's neutral. And my thought is, I'm never going to be able to get fit, okay? Does that feeling or does that thought serve you? If that thought doesn't serve you, if that's a thought that you're repeating over and over and over again because we've either been programmed to think that way through diet culture, through popular movies and TV, maybe our parents used to say things like that to us. If it's not serving you, I want you to open up that cardboard box and I want you to put that thought, that belief into that box. Obviously, this is an example, and this is not something that you can actually do, but it's imagery that will help you. So you put that thought in the box, you put the box up on the shelf, and you leave it there. And you don't bring it down. You don't open it up and rethink that thought. You start to create a new thought. Now, some thoughts we might shelve and decide that we no longer want them. I have some boxes in my garage that I moved. We've been here a year. I have not opened them. I probably don't need whatever's inside. I'm embarrassed to tell you that. Thoughts are the same way. If we realize it has not served us and will not serve us in our future, why keep it? Toss it. Get rid of it. Have a little party. Celebrate throwing it away. You might have a thought that down the road will serve you. Maybe it motivates you. We could come up with those examples. So that's boxing up your thoughts. Now, here's the other tricky thing, and we've talked about this in here some in the past. But you may have feelings of body negativity, body shame. You might be having those thoughts like, I'm never going to lose the weight. I'll never be fit. Insert some sort of negative 8-track tape that's been playing in your mind, okay? So I keep trying to tuck my hair in, sorry. That's the thought. And the thought that you want to create might be something like, I'm healthy and strong. I have enough energy to serve my family. I feel confident in my skin. Maybe that's the thought that you want to create. That's your goal thought, maybe. And we know that when you have those thoughts, they're going to generate those feelings that lead you to motivation and optimism and gratefulness and all that kind of stuff. But maybe, just maybe, that thought seems really far away. That thought seems mamby-pamby. You know, that thought seems like I can't even identify with that because it's so far from where I am. So I want you to have another image in your mind. I want you to think of a ladder. And I want you to think of that bottom rung on the ladder with that perhaps negative thought that you have on spin cycle through your brain, that negative thought that keeps popping up. And y'all can apply this to whatever is going on in your life. It doesn't have to be weight. I'm just using that because of the nature of this group, but it could be maybe some things about parenting. It could be something about your marriage. It could be whatever, something about your job. So that bottom rung of the ladder, those thoughts that you're thinking, you know what that top rung is, you know where you want to go, you know where you want to end up, but that space in between, there's just a lot of space. So I want you to go to the next rung, okay? So the thought that you have maybe right now is, I'm never going to get in shape. I'm never going to be fit. Maybe that first rung that you climb up to is just something completely neutral. I have a body. I have a body that moves, okay? That is a neutral thought. Doesn't carry a lot of baggage. It's true. And here's what's so cool about it. I have a body. That's something that you can be proud of. You can be grateful for that, right? You're no longer stuck in that negative. You're kind of in the neutral. If you think about your gear shift on your car, you're in the neutral. That's a good place to be. That's forward movement. So you can celebrate that. Then you can create another thought, maybe in a week, maybe in a day, maybe in a month. So you go from, I'm never gonna fill in the blank, to I have a body, to maybe that next thought is, I have a body that moves 3 times a week, or I have a body that dances, or I have a body that can lift my grandchild, okay? See how that ladder works? And then before you know it, those little thoughts, those little incremental changes in thought, you get to the top rung of the ladder, and not only do you have a body, but you have a strong, fit, healthy body that brings you confidence. And it's not mamby-pamby, and it's not Pollyanna, and it's not some mantra, and it's not something that you've created and spoken into the universe. It's actually the work that you've done to change your thoughts, okay? All right, I'm wrapping it up. I'm landing the plane. I want you to take an evaluation of your thoughts. What are you thinking these days? Are there thoughts that you need to box up? Put them up on the shelf. Throw them in the trash. Have a little separation party from your thoughts. And then what are those thoughts that seem too far away, those kind of goal thoughts that you know will create that feeling that you want to feel, but it's just too far? What's that first rung thought? And I love it because we're community and we grow, right? High tides rise all boats. So you sharing your thoughts and your challenges help us all share our challenges, and then we grow together. So comment below. Tell me what you're feeling. Tell me what those thoughts are. Are you getting more aware of your thoughts? Are you bringing them into awareness? Is God revealing things to you that maybe you thought you weren't dealing with, that have snuck back in? Or maybe some new thoughts that God has shown you that you can create that sustain you, that help you grow and flourish. I love you guys. Happy Monday.